Welcome to all NEET aspirants. Very good morning. And today the lesson it is the transport in plants. The very first paragraph, the very first page information, a conceptual delivery as far as this transport in plants concerned. In this very first paragraph, that is introductory part, that is the biology. So, study of the living organisms, structure, function, variation, everything, the description, the total things about the living organism, it is the biology. And in this biology, organism description. The organism description may be structure and varieties variation. The structure and variation. Describing the organism, the structure and variation, it is descriptive biology, that is elaborate biology. So, description of the structure and variation over a period of the time, that is the long time, results into contrasting approaches, irreconcilable, contrasting perspectives on the biology, that is the two levels of organizations. So, there is a variation in thinking, the levels of thinking it is different. So, two levels of varieties organization, that is first level, second level. So, two levels of organizations of life form and living phenomena. Life forms, maybe its structure, the description. Living phenomena, the physiological as well as behavioral process. Such physiological behavioral process exhibited by only living organisms, having a particular structure, having the variations, the life form and living phenomena. Over a period of the time results in two levels of organization. So, first level of thinking, second level of thinking. In first level of thinking it is organismic level of thinking, and second level of thinking above level of organization. So, first level of thinking, organismic thinking, second level of thinking, above level of organization. And this first level of thinking results in ecology and related branches, the first level of thinking. And second level of thinking, it results in biochemistry and physiology. So, organismic thinking results in ecology and related branches. Above level of organization, in which terms it is cellular and molecular terms, results in physiology and what it is biochemistry. So, there is a variation in levels of what it is thinking. the first level of thinking, second level of thinking. So organismic level thinking, above level of what it is organization. So ecology and related branches, and biochemistry and what it is physiology. And physiological functions of organism, that is the flowering plant, how it absorbs water, how it respires, how it performs photosynthesis, the growth and development, all described in molecular terms, in context of cell, even at what it is organismic level. And we can drag this information like this. Suppose the process photosynthesis, molecular level, which molecule responsible? Chlorophyll. Cellular level, that is mesophyll cell. Even at organismic, that is the plant. And in this, physiological responses to environment, that is temperature and light, also the part of the discussion in case of physiology. Temperature, that is vernalization. Light, it is the photoperiodism. So in the very first paragraph information. So description of organism structure and variation over a period of the time results in two contrasting approaches to levels of organization of life forms and living phenomena. That is the first level of thinking, second level of thinking. Organismic thinking, above level of organization. Organismic thinking, ecology related branches. Above level of organization in molecular and cellular terms results in biochemistry and physiology. And you are describing the organism, physiology of what it is organism, how it absorbs water, how it transpires, how it performs photosynthesis, all describing in molecular terms, in context of cell, even at organismic level. With regard to first page, second paragraph information of the plant physiology, that is Melvin Calvin. After saying the ill effects of radioactivity, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing, he put radioactivity for beneficial use, Melvin Calvin. Who used C14 radioisotope for beneficial use to trace the photosynthetic events. And Melvin Calvin and Basham, another scientist, who studied photosynthetic aspects, some aspects. The plants make sugars by using carbon dioxide as well as minerals. The carbon of the carbon dioxide labeled with what it is C14. And plant make sugars while converting radiant energy into what it is the chemical energy. So according to both of them, the plant use this radiant energy into chemical energy. While converting radiant energy into chemical energy, the electrons are transferred, electrons are passed in array of organized pigment molecules. The array of organized pigment molecules, nothing but pigment molecules organized into photosystem. So in this, these electrons which are transferred, organized array of pigments and other molecules. Organized array of the pigment and other molecules. This organized array is nothing but photosystems. So electrons are transferred in organized array of the pigment molecules and other substances, and they mapped the carbon fixation pathway in photosynthesis. That is, the mapping of CO2 fixation, what do you call it, is C3 cycle. So the mapping of the carbon fixation. And the basic principles of the photosynthesis are used in renewable resources for energy. So renewable resource, it is sun energy. So the basic principles which are used in renewable resources for energy, that is sun energy. And whatever the materials in case of the photosynthesis that is useful, it is the basic thing for what it is, the research in case of what it is solar energy research. So in this we can drag the information like that. What is the radioisotope used by Kelvin? C14. Have you come across any radioisotopes in case of what it is various lessons, that is C14, P32, S35. So which are radioisotope we come across in various topics. C14 we come across in case of photosynthesis. P32, S35 in Hershey and Chase experiment in transduction to prove DNA was the genetic material. An experiment, that is transduction, that is side by side experiment. So in this very few key points, Melvin Kelvin, after saying the ill effects of radioactivity, who put the radioactivity for beneficial use. While plants convert radiant energy into chemical energy, it makes sugars, and electrons are transferred in organized array of the pigment molecules, who mapped the pathway of what it is carbon fixation. And the principles of the photosynthesis used in renewable resources for energy, that is nothing but sun energy, and materials used in case of what it is solar energy research. And radioisotopes we come across as C14 photosynthesis Kelvin cycle, that is C3, and P32, S35 in Hershey Chase experiment to prove DNA genetic material in case of what it is most of the organism, unequivocal proof according to Hershey and Chase, the P32, S35. And as far as this, the first paragraph information, the few key points, the gist, and with this we can revise very few aspects. The matter it is may be elaborate, but very few key points in NEET point of view. Maybe the topic it is dry, you may skip this, but it is important in NEET point of view. Thank you very much.